So you have to be nice to the P and say, P, just keep quiet. You don't know everything. Just listen, learn, observe. You have to be patient, you know. Diane, patience is a large part of this process. So be kinder to yourself, all right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is that possible? Can you do that?
Yes, I guess I'm getting more aware of the tricks of the ego and
yes.
how it talks to me.
Yes, good. These are all good signs.
Right. But you know, I'm feeling I commit to my desires. I'm noticing when I commit to my desires and my dreams, how the talking will come in and the limitation and the smallness that it makes me. And so I was just wondering if you had...
Or give us some of that chatter. Like, what does the limitation or the smallness sound like?
Well, it's like, you know, deservability, and then also the distractions where I'll go into other people's stories, or I'll go into the past, or I'll go into the future. So it's this this movement of my focus.
That's good. That you captured that really well. What's happening is you are surfing every beach. And you're not enjoying a wave. Do you understand? So you're jumping around too much. So here's the key. Observe it. Always observe. There's two things that you do. You are a participant, so you're participating in going to every beach, checking this out, flipping here and there, but then you've already been able to observe that that's what's happening. That's a key point in awareness, if you can notice what you are doing. And then always recognize that there sometimes is a reason why you do what you do. And here's a pretend. Sometimes people move around here, there, everywhere, because if they didn't and they had to pay attention to a few things, then they'd have to do something about them. Do you understand? So a busy mind can keep you distracted from something else that wants to come up. That's why we said breathing, gardening, reading, building something with your hands, cooking, socializing, slowing down and allowing these things to be expressed. Sometimes, you know, some people are born with busy minds, and that is one of the challenges of their whole lives, just to discipline the fritteriness of the mind, as if something's always flipping and flipping and flipping. And traditionally, the oldest disciplines would say, oh, go and pray, get on your knees and pray. Older than that, they would teach you how to breathe and do yoga. Do you understand? And to make the body-mind connection. And the whole point of yoga is to breathe and move your body and stretch it in your mind with your breath, and then the body follows. At first you start off, the body's like, oh, because the P's wanted to do it. After a while, when the breath does it, and the breath smooths out the body simply extends. This is a metaphor for the discipline that you need to settle yourself down. And you might have too much going on in your life. And you might want too much going on in your life so that you feel important. That's also something that people do. If I don't have everyone calling me, or the kids, or this, or this, or this, then who am I? So see if you can make some boundaries. See if you can settle other people's issues in. Always look for, on the greater level, why does Spirit want me to know this? What is the point of this? You cannot be a rescuer, but you can certainly inspire and assist people now and again. Does this help you, Diane?
Yes, yes.
You must take discipline to slow down. All right? Yes, if you have to take up the old craft of potholder making or something like that, you know. We're teasing a little bit here, but so you get the picture, yes? Productive, creative, slower, methodical work will calm the brain down. That's what you need. There are substances that you can augment in your system. Our vehicle hasn't covered that, so we shall. Gotu Kola is one of the premier nervines. In other words, if you can calm the nervous system down and get that highway of, let's say, the electrical energies on the synapse smooth, the brain will not be all over the place. So in addition to getting rid of all that electronic stimulation, some gotu kola, it can come as a tincture, it grows in the, as a little ground cover, etc. Very good for you. Magnesium, as our vehicle mentioned earlier, used transdermally on the body, can really help calm the body down, strengthen the nervous system. Good night's rest, no electronics in the bedroom. You must get good rest. That will also help your body relax. And of course, eating a balanced diet that is appropriate for your tastes and your body and your lifestyle, and plenty of hydration keeps things moving. And speaking of keeping things moving, you want to have all of your bowels and your internal eliminations moving, because you get clogged up inside and you have all kinds of bowel problems. You're not going to have a clear mind. You follow this? You must clean the inside of the body as thoroughly as you clean the outside. Women and men tend to be lazy. Women will fluff up the outside and do this and this and think, oh, no one can see it, so what? Well, you will pay the results for it. As our vehicle mentioned last evening, spring is an excellent time to do some sort of colon cleanse, liver cleanse, full body cleanse, etc. So, who else has a question, please?
This is Doris.
Doris, welcome.
The difference between what is coming through these mini black holes that will be sprouting versus meeting the consciousness of other species on the planet, part of our more local environment. Is that two different things?
In the way you are asking it, yes, because you do cohabitat with species. And sometimes they can be a frequency away. In other words, just a little bit of a frequency, just like a radio. If you just get on that one place, you get one station, yes?
Yes.
And sometimes you have bleed-throughs. Driving in the car, you lose the exact signal, and other stations you'll get a little bit of bleed-through here and there. But those other stations, they're all on the radio frequencies, but they have their own address. Some of the beings have the same address as you, but they have a different frequency of mind, so they can appear and disappear in front of you. Other beings have a completely different station call number on Earth. They are in another frequency, another Earth that is built next to or joining to your Earth. These little black holes are sort of putting in energy from other realities. They are attempting to energize you, put doses of energy in a small way into Earth to help you get used to, let's say, the higher vibrations. Does that help you understand it, Doris?
Yes.
In terms of meeting people or meeting other creatures, this has already been a reality. This is top secret from those people who keep top secrets, all right, and national security and all these things. But we have no knowledge of it and no clearance on official level, so we can talk about whatever we want. There will be no problems. And many people have outed things over the years, either using revelation of the method or meaning to put it out in entertainment as something that's fictionalized or fictionalized in books, but often these things are met by scientifics who go to extreme places, use machineries, go to the polar regions, and often very, very high up, specially trained, super specially trained troops that would be, in your terms, military. And any specially trained troops in the military would be highly mechanized as in terms of mind control, meaning that these people would be so propagandized or brainwashed, and to use very basic, very elemental terms, very sophisticated levels, that there would be really very little chance of them having any memory of the many realities that they have been sent into. So you have many people on the planet who have lost contact with what they have done. And this has been going on for 20, 25 years, 30, 40, who knows, something like this. What's happening now is that the fallout is becoming fantastic.